First of all, thank you for completing 7 days of this reading plan. I hope you've enjoyed this week. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the locations of so many places mentioned in the first chapter of Mark's Gospel. But that's just the first chapter. I hope you'll dive in and tackle the rest of our reading plan that completes the Gospel of Mark. There is so much more that I would like to show you. But for now, let's deal with the story of the day when Jesus shocked everyone by touching a leper. Mark tells us this: a man with leprosy came to him and begged him on his knees, "If you were willing, you can make me clean." Mark has just told us Jesus was moving about the towns and the villages in the Galilee, but we don't know exactly where this miracle happened. According to Matthew's account of this encounter, this happened just after the Sermon on the Mount, but that doesn't give us the exact location either. The idea is that Jesus is moving from town to town. He's in communities that had a lot in common with the community where you live. Hopefully, you don't live in a region where the horrible disease of leprosy is prevalent, but you do live around people with all kinds of other physical diseases, and you certainly live around some people who are treated by their community as if they have leprosy. Jesus is our model, so watch this. Watch the way this story plays out. The man with leprosy came to Jesus asking to be healed. Jesus was indignant. Now, we're not sure what's going on here. Jesus might have objected to the way the man made his request. More than a few people came to Jesus, not quite sure that he was able to do anything about their particular problem. That would cause indignation in Jesus. Maybe Jesus was indignant about the disease. Maybe Jesus hates disease as much as you hate it. Maybe Jesus was indignant about the way his disciples drew away from a man with leprosy. That was the normal way to react when a leper was near. Lepers were isolated, they were untouchable, and they were deeply lonely. So again, go over the order of events here. The leper knelt before Jesus. Jesus was indignant, and then before Jesus healed the man, he reached out his hand and touched him. "I am willing," Jesus said. "Be clean." And immediately the leprosy left him and he was cleansed. I think we expect the miracle. That's what Jesus does. But what we usually miss is that Jesus touched the man before the man was healed. There are actually two miracles here, I think. The leprosy was gone. That's clearly the miracle. But the second miracle is also just as incredible. Another person, a clean person, had touched a man while he was still unclean. How long had it been since anyone clean had touched him? Months? Years? Physical touch is important to all of us. Are you old enough to remember the COVID pandemic of 2020 when we were all told to stay 6 feet apart from other people, to not shake hands, to not give someone a hug? All of us need a good hug from time to time. A leper knew that kind of life every day, every week, every month, and every year, that the disease made him or her an outcast. But Jesus touched this man while he was still dealing with the disease. I wonder how long it had been since a religious leader had even spoken kindly to him. It wasn't his fault that disease had become a part of his life. I wish I had the power in my hands to heal people from physical disease. You do too, almost certainly. Most of us have friends or family members dealing with serious illnesses. You might be dealing with a serious illness. Once in a while, God answers our prayers and physical healing happens. That is incredible when it happens. But we call such an event a miracle because they seem so rare. But here's the point of today's passage. If you can't heal a person of a physical disease, you do have the power to give a loving touch to someone who needs it. You can speak kindly to another person, even if their greeting somehow has left you indignant. Someone near you needs this miracle today. So open your eyes, remember what Jesus did, and go make a difference in someone's life. They may consider your kind words and your gentle touch to be a miracle sent by God.